speedy power, rushing plays and scores retold. In this podcast the game unfolds, every try and tackle shared, legends of the field, none compared. Echoes of cheers, the crowd gets loud. In this audio space we feel so proud. Pass the word, let the speakers blast, rugby tales from the present and past. Through the airwaves our spirits cast, in this rugby love forever vast.
Technology, technology, technology. Hello, guys.
How's it going?
Yeah, just I went on the PC like quarter two, and it showed no, it needs an update, and always at the wrong timing.
Yeah.
At least we're there. At least we're there. Hello,
True,
Peter.
true.
Hello, Johan. Hello, Chris too.
Hello, Niels here.
Oh, Niels.
Hi, Niels.
And Peter. Guys, you want to start with in order, like the Nations Cup went,
Yeah.
first game to the last one.
Yes, we can do that.
Mhm.
I unfortunately missed the All Blacks game. Glad they won though. Glad they won. Seemed like it was a bit of a thriller.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
watched
think.
the game. It was a very good game for me. You know, the
Mhm.
French always, they can be bad, but against the All Blacks, they're always good. So I enjoyed that game.
Yeah, but it's their B team, man. It's a B team that they played. The All Blacks played their B team. They didn't even play the full French side. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can read anything on that yet.
Yeah, for some reason they always do that. Playing outside of France, then they keep some of their star players. But would have really made a difference if Ramos was there, the Pont was there, because they had a couple of big names that played. It's not for me. It was like a B team.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's how can I put it? It might leave more questions than answers, but I think definitely, yeah, it was a French team that could have actually gone all the way, and that's a big thing as well, considering how close the margin was, or how small the margin was.
Yeah, see, the French was, I saw a few remarks that was made on Facebook. They actually there's a little theme thing that they're doing. It's on TikTok as well, with the coach says he hates uh, the All Blacks and he hates the refs, and yeah, but apparently there was quite shocking mistakes made against the French for New
Really?
Zealand. I don't know. I didn't watch the game, so I've got no idea. But like they said, it was quite. Yeah, the ref wasn't 100%. So I don't know. People that watch the game will probably have more insight, but I don't watch the game.
Mm. Well, see, this was a thing as well that had me a little worried, because when people were speaking about the Ireland Australia game, it seemed like Ireland were getting a lot of the parity,
Yeah.
especially close to the end, and that becomes a bit worrying because, well, for two reasons. One, you know, you don't want a situation where when we're playing in the Northern Hemisphere, suddenly, like, it doesn't matter what you do, things are really going against you. But yeah, also, you want to just be sure that you can also not get come unstuck on home ground because suddenly the ref's like, well, actually, you know what, this is the team that really needs to go over.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I saw they spoke about the Australian game as well, and I think, you see, that's a problem. The guys are not going to blow consistently. I think that's going to, team gets negative after, let's say the first round goes bad, and okay, let's see, first 5 to 10 minutes in the second half, then they're also going to get displacent. But I agree with you 100% on that. That's not good. That's not good.
Exactly.
No.
And we think of some of the discussions we've had around URC and how, like, suddenly a ref decides, okay, you know what, this team needs my help. It's like, well, actually, they probably don't.
No, that's true, brother. That's true. No, look, guys, it's going to become a problem if they let it go on like this, because for us in the URC, you can't play against a ref like that because you're never going to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're never going to win. But
So did anybody watch the All Blacks game?
I watched
no,
it. Niels. It was a close game, for me. And like Christo said, some of the big players of France didn't play. But I was very impressed with that scrum half that played in the place of the Pont. He was very good. And even the fullback that played in Ramos's place, he was also good. So I was impressed. And that wing also, Pinot, also had a good game. He played in that Bol Biari's place. So yeah, I was impressed with the French, even if it was a B team also. They gave the All Blacks a run for their money.
but
And
but
like
I want
you said, some of the decisions went against the French. So they could actually won that game.
yeah. I hear you guys saying that France is kind of a weakened team, but the same with the All Blacks. There was no Brazil, there was no Retallick. Ricky Mahunga still isn't in the squad yet. He's available, but he's not in the squad yet. So they also have a couple of names that weren't available or selected. So for me, that's fair play.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, I didn't watch the game, so I can't say anything on it. I'm just saying what the Oaks are saying in the media about around the All Blacks and French game. So yeah, I can't read about each because I didn't watch the game, so I can't say anything.
Yeah.
Pretty true what you're saying, Niels. There's some of the stars that All Blacks don't have, the French don't have. So yeah, it could have gone anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's on the end of the day, is you have to be better than ref. If you're not, you're gonna come short. That's the only reality that's basically facing you.
Yeah. Then coming to the second game, the first one, when I saw the results, that shocked me. Japan, Italy. I didn't think Italy would get that margin against them. I thought they would really give Japan for the money.
I mean, Japan were pushing. Japan were really pushing. It was strange though because I remember was it last year where Italy played the Box?
Yeah.
Yeah. That first half. Yeah.
And yeah, you know what I mean. Like you got that feeling of, hey, you know what? Italy have got a few work-ons, but they might be onto something. And yeah, wow. They, Japan kind of nullified them to the point where you just really got that feel of like, well, Italy's probably not going to come anywhere close.
Yeah. That was for me a shocker. I would have gotten that game wrong if I had to say who's going to win that game. I really thought Italy
Yeah.
would get an upset
Yeah.
there, or not an upset for me. The Japan winning it is kind of an upset for me. And
Yeah. Yeah.
then the third one, the Australia game, I followed the first half just to score on flash score, and
Mm.
Australia was in it, so very much in it. And the second half, I missed unfortunately the second half totally. Got off work and then started with the podcast. Moya, I told you I was busy
Yes.
finalizing last week's podcast, and then close to the end, I just quickly watched on flash score, and it seemed like they were going to win it by 9 points
Mm.
or something like that, and then the ball just dropped. What happened
Yeah.
there?
It's yeah. It seemed. It honestly seemed like Australia had it till they just didn't. Um, and look, I suppose Ireland showed that you can't really write them off.
Yeah, but I have to say to you, Maya, that one try of theirs, it wasn't a try.
Well, their first try was their first try, the one right before halftime.
Yes, that wasn't a try.
Yeah, correct. That and here's the thing, where like commentators were even like, okay, that was a forward pass.
Yeah.
Are they going to check? And then they just didn't check it. And look, sometimes that's the difference maker, right? And especially because if we look at how close the score was,
Yeah.
that one try made a massive difference. If they didn't have that try, that could have been them losing the game. So, yeah, when they say it's small margins, this is what they're talking about.
Yeah, well, that's very true, Maya. Yeah, you see, the problem is that it will cost you a game on the other day, eh? If they don't do their homework
Yeah,
properly.
no,
Um,
absolutely.
and that's a worry for me because if, let's say the RC, there's a lot of matches that went, not just with us, but I'm talking about other teams as well, where they actually
Hmm.
spoke about it, where tries were awarded, and you can actually really see a forward pass. And it wasn't just by inches, it was really a forward pass. But yeah, it's I said these guys need to be held accountable. If it's on their pay, I don't know. Or they must be blocked to blow a few games because if they don't blow games, they're not getting paid. So I think on the end of the day, it's maybe do that. But yeah, it's something has to give.
Yes.
You know,
Uh,
No.
can I
yeah.
can I ask you guys a question about that game, the Australia
Mhm.
game? I
Yeah.
heard a lot of people say that with the New Zealand game and the French game there was no kicking at all. There was very little kicking. Most of it was running rugby. Was it the same kind of game with Australia and Ireland, or was it more Ireland going to the air, or was it a running rugby or aerial battle? What kind of a game was it?
I'll say the 50-50, eh? They did kick a few balls in the air. Ireland did put a few balls in the air. But yeah, I'll say it's 50-50. I don't know what you say, Moya. For me, it's 50-50.
Yeah. No, I think so as well. It was a bit of a mixed bag, and that's kind of what you want, especially because Australia would be trying to experiment with a few things, and we know Ireland will always kick. It's one of their weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, well, they look. I know also what they said. The one kick they did, I think it was, I don't know if it was 14 or 11, was also in front of the kicker. And that's what the camera was fighting. I don't know if you saw that as well, Moya. They're actually fighting about it. And nothing was done to it as well. They would have gone up to the cameras and nothing was done as well. I
Yeah.
think it was 11 or 14, I'm not sure. But also on Ireland side, they kicked the ball and the player was in front of the ball.
Yeah,
That's it. They were lucky, I think. I think
and
Ireland was just
Yeah. Well, sometimes a bit of luck is what you need. The unfortunate thing is, it's a problem when it's a bit of luck and a bit of an assist from the officials. Like that's that's always the sore point where it's like, oh, your luck just happened to take the form of everyone missing forward passes, or everyone, like I think we've seen it in URC where someone very clearly drops the ball over the line, and even the replays show it, and then none of the officials are like, let's have another look. They're like, yeah, no, that's perfectly fine, let's carry on.
That's very true, brother. That's very true.
But it's always good if it's in your favor. It's always good when it's in your team's favor.
Yeah, but the problem is, even then, it sometimes makes the win feel tainted, where you're like, because you feel for the other team, and like everyone's going to be like, well, hey, like let's say that game was the difference between you making the playoffs or not, and people will be like, nah, you actually don't, like, you shouldn't be there because it literally was one decision that kind of propelled you, which I mean, maybe not entirely accurate, but still it will feel like it was just one.
Yeah, very true.
And then the other one that also shocked me, Wales Fiji.
Yeah, that was just
Didn't see Wales gonna win that game. It's
Injuries.
like
Injuries got
yeah.
Fiji.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I said it to Peter as well. That game was cooked as hell. Look, the Fiji wasn't like the old Fiji was, but Wales got help on so many levels. Yeah, and like I said to Peter as well, you're never gonna know if Wales is on the way back or not, because that game was cooked. There was no help, and yeah, I feel bad for Fiji, to be honest. The first half, they were on the ball. If you look at the score and you look at the game, you won't say the score was the same as what the game was. No, I'll tell you what was helped so nicely there. I don't think Wales will ever come back again. Never. I don't think they'll. And to be honest, I don't think they're going to play Six Nations again, because if they don't qualify for the next one, they're out.
Yeah, that's shocking. For me, 17. Where it was 17 or 19 games in a row that they got smashed, and then suddenly against the Barbarians, didn't watch that game, saw the results. Yo, what the hell happened there? Now against Fiji, I don't know what to think.
Well, I think the thing to remember, and look, I'm going to say this and I'm going to feel a little bad because I don't mean to disrespect Wales like this, but a broken clock is correct twice a day. So, it's good for them that they've won these two games, but like, is this them turning things around, or is it, for example, they won against the Barbarians, tight game. They won against Fiji, who, apart from injuries, had a bunch of decisions go against them. Yeah, we'll have to see. But you know what? It's the end of week 1, and Wales are top of the North log. That, yeah. Look, it's the elephant in the tree sort of thing, where it's like no one knows how it got there, but we know it won't stay there long. But I tell you what, like, they're there for now, though.
Must be a massive 3. It must be a massive 3.
I have to say, probably 3 G's to all in there. But yes, I would say I was shocked. I was really shocked to watch that game. I couldn't believe that. And they do it openly. It's not like they're trying. It's just, it's like they were out to say, listen, Wales is going to win and Fiji's going to lose. That's it. That's how they do it. But look, I'll take my hat off for Fiji. They had a good game. They make mistakes. If they get close to the goal line, then it's just like they knock the ball on, or they could have actually had a big score against Wales if they just if they just round off on the end, score tries.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
And,
must the same like Georgia. Georgia's a good. They have good players. They just need decent coaching. Fiji
Yeah.
is kind of the same thing. Samoa is the same thing. They have big players. They have guys with skill, fast players, solid on their feet, good scrumming. They just need a good coach. If you give them a world class coach, I think either one of those three will actually be dangerous, very dangerous.
Yeah,
Mm.
look, I don't need this coach. If he doesn't, he needs to win, I think, at least 2 out of the games they play in this month. Then he can stay. But if they don't win any games, then he's out.
Yeah.
Then he's gone.
Then I'm going to skip the box game for now because I know we all have a lot to say about the box game. Another upset for me. Scotland going to Argentina, high scoring game, and end up winning that one.
Mm.
It's not easy to win in Argentina. The box knows. We know that.
Yeah.
It's not easy to go and win
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
But,
it's
but
not. Sorry, Moya. You'll say?
no, go ahead.
No, you can go, Moya. Go, brother.
So I was just going to say that it's Argentina does have this bad habit of forgetting how to play rugby sometimes, though.
Yeah.
Because as good as they are, consistency is always their biggest enemy. And I'm thinking, we'll see what happens this week, but I was really expecting them to win, even if it was narrowly. But yeah, there they went and lost.
Yeah, look, I can't say anything about the game. It was dry, to be honest. I fell asleep a few times in the game because there was nothing hype about it. It's just like, it started to get very tiring to watch the game. You say the other guys you watched, there was at least a little bit of movement, but these guys, it's like Argentina don't pick up. It's tiring, to be
Yeah.
honest. So,
Yeah, I suppose it is also that where, given it was late in the day as well, that didn't help matters.
no, that's true as well. It's also true. But
Peter, jy's baie stil. Hoor jy ons?
Ja, nee, ek is hierso.
Ja, maar jy praat nie, bra, jy moet jou inligting gee. Ek wil 'n bietjie hoor wat sê jy.
Nee, ek luister. I'm listening to you guys. I know I will get a chance. I didn't watch much rugby because on Saturday I went to Bethel. I thought, sometimes you see games and then afterwards you see replays of the games and all match and so on. Then you realize, how can Wasp be that good? And and how can Argentina come back? Oh, not Argentina, Australia and what, and even New Zealand and France. Because at the one point, someone WhatsApp me or SMS and say, they think the All Blacks is going to give France a hiding because they scored two fast tries, New Zealand. And then at the end, I saw, it was close. I thought, what was it, 3 to 5 points different. And I was like, what happened here? Did the All Blacks stop playing?
Well, I think we've seen some momentum shifts in games, though, where, but it is also that where I think sometimes a team just kind of goes to sleep. And I'm not even sure why it is, but other team, like one team wakes up, the other team goes to sleep, and then boom.
Yeah, we saw that with the Lions a couple of times last season. Yeah, we saw that. Then the big one, the Springboks. But I give each of you guys a turn to just in one or two sentences. What do you think of the game in total? Not single out players or whatever. Just Are you happy? Are you not happy? What do you think of the game? For me, there were some times in the first half that I stressed. Moya will know. I spoke to him. I said, "Oh, I don't want to see something repeat again from games that we saw. The box from second half will not come out or momentum shift like you mentioned now. But
Mm,
overall, decent performance. England, though,
mhm.
we're still waiting for them to come out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I have to be honest from our side. Yeah, I think it was a good game. We could have done the score. For me, the score had to be higher because England didn't pitch. I don't know. For
Yeah.
me, there were a few mistakes made. Yellow cards, it was unnecessary. Look, we made mistakes. I'm not saying we didn't, but if you look at the one pass that we got a yellow card for, that ball was so forward, it's not funny. And you can actually see they actually showed it, but still, he gets yellow card.
Mm,
So, yeah, that's me.
fair enough. Look,
England
I
played.
felt I can sum it up as happy but unsatisfied. It's a game that the box did relatively well, but still there were some lapses where again it was like England had no business coming, even getting a bit closer, like they tried to do. Um, but at the same time, look, given especially like late withdrawals in the team and that type of thing, that can be quite disruptive. So for the box to be able to do that with those late changes, I think is testament to their character. I will also say, what's his name, Genge from England really was actually causing some problems here there. So power to him, and yeah, I think a solid start to the campaign at least.
Yeah,
I agree.
100% there.
Pieter, het jy die Bokke game gekyk?
Ja, ja, I did watch it. But the way we allow England to come back, when 17-0 and then suddenly this guys came back, got 2 ties. It's like, I think also you get to a point and you say, okay, 17 wide, this guys, maybe they can get 3 to 6 points, maybe 9, but 2 ties. That's what's disappointed or scary. Just think you play an All Blacks team and you allow them to come back so fast. That can be a problem. But the way we carry on in the second half, we just showed them. I said to someone today, I was watching the Junior Springboks in Wales, and then suddenly Wales was in front 14-0, and the guy said, "Oh, first hiding." I said, "No ways, man." I said, "We're champs." They got lucky 14. I see before after we will lead by 6 to 9 points. And we did 26-14.
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, how did you know? I said, don't worry how you start, I said, how you finish. That's important. Start doesn't matter that much, how you finish the game. And then we give them a hiding. We'll let them hear at the end coming in to score it. But I don't know. South Africa is scared. You don't know what team is going to pitch up. And every week is a different team. And every week they perform. I don't like Rassi, but he's doing something right. I don't know. This guy is like, I don't know. He's got something. He saw what's going to happen. He's smiling.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care. There's something they say, it's a bet, and Khaleesi was not hurt, not injury. They say they think this too is out of is busy to get out of the Springbok squad. I don't know. They say it's a bit there's something you are saying to someone, and Lassie doesn't like it. they said maybe they're going to start working him out completely out of the squad. I don't know. We will see.
I mean, much as that could be, I think I feel. Look, I could be wrong, but Russie would just straight up drop him because especially with what he's been like really just saying to people about like no one's bigger than the game and that sort of thing. Oh, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, Moya.
I can hear you, Moya.
Cool. Yeah, so I was just saying, like, I honestly think Russie would just drop him outright, because that sends a message to everyone to be like, hey, I don't care if you're, one of the highest cap Springboks and like, held as like, oh, you know what, like, this is a guy they can't do without. If you're out of line, you're out. And I'll call you back when I feel like calling you back, but like no one's bigger than the team, sort of thing. So, I think that would be more what would happen than, sort of internally dropping him and keeping it quiet.
I may be ridiculed for what I'm about to say now, but let's be honest, we spoke about it. Since he joined the Sharks again, Eben Etzebeth is not Eben Etzebeth anymore. The guy loses balls in contact. He doesn't make the meters anymore. He hardly plays an 80-minute game. So, yeah, I think it's about time that there's a couple of them. There's even one starting, and I don't need to mention his name. He has the double-digit jersey on. Just call it quits. Hang the boots up and just go home. And do yourself a favor and say, listen, don't pick me ever, Russie, again, because look what Marnie did. Marnie, to me, had a great game. Damian Willems, bit of a mess up with the man of the match situation, but
Big.
But Willems he's blowing now in Quine Horn's neck for if he wants to again play 15. But we saw Russie trying him at 10. There's rumors that he's grooming him to be a center for the Boks. Wherever he's going to be on 15, him and Fassi, they on notice now with that performance of Willems. Surely.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, look, to my mind, Willems are starting 15, especially because he's got that versatility of if you need to. So, like, even for this weekend, if Russie wanted to, he could have put Willems at 12.
Yeah.
And at a stretch, you can put him at 10. Like just in case of absolute emergency. So, I would say like you pick Willems in part because you then can have the luxury of, for example, bringing Horn or Fassi off the bench, and you can then shift Willems to 12 or 10 wherever you need him.
Don't you think Horn is in the team to cover for Pollard? Because Pollard is not on form, and some of the old Springbok players mentioned that Skalk mentioned that and said, listen, you either wake up now or you leave the jersey. Do you think that maybe that is like a security card that Russie has? We saw Quine play 10. So if it needs to be, he's not on, Quine will be the replacement there. And not necessarily for Fassi.
Yeah, it gives him that great opportunity where, for example, if Pollard's playing well, he can always sub Fassi. However, if Fassi's doing really well, but Pollard's not, you can sub him too.
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest now. I've said it a few times on the podcast that I think Pollard's done. He's not. Even if he plays the ball, but I know the guys don't play their full potential. But when they get to the box and they play it and they put everything on the line, but we're going to have to see if this weekend what he's going to do. But I just think I think the guy's done. I think he's I won't say he's old, but I think he's got too many injuries, man. He played with injuries as well.
The thing is, he's not in safe mode. He's not in safe mode because he's playing with Papier. Papier will make him look good. Because Papi will take a lot of pressure from him, off of him. If it was Grant Williams and Pollard, yeah, maybe interesting. Or Krapic, but Krapic he's still injured, right? Bona is still
Bring
injured.
back next year.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah.
He's coming.
Although, hopefully he's closer to recovery than not, but he was pictured in the Lions return to training picture today. So, I mean, he obviously you can run with a bicep injury, so yeah. But I'm not sure when he'll be back in terms of active play.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Pollard is going to get a safety card with Papi there, because that is 9 that he used to play with now at the Bulls. So a lot of pressure is going to be off him with Papi there, and I hope
Look,
I
it's
hope
also
not.
that.
This is going to
Sorry.
sound silly and a little bit childish, but I hope that Papi does not have that great game, so that Pollard does not have that great game, and Rossi never picks him again.
I agree.
we must still
Fully.
win the game by a nice margin, like say 8, 9 points or 10, even there. But I don't want Pollard to have a good game.
I don't think he's gonna have a good game. It depends what the forwards are. They gonna kick the ball a lot. That's also not to see what is. We'll see the game plan when it's in action. But why charge Pollock? Because it blocked us. That's why. If it was anywhere else, I don't think he would have been chosen. To be honest, I don't know.
Another thing, do you guys feel that from going 2019 World Cup, the same team, basically the same team to 2023, and now still very much of those players are still there, the injuries are starting to show. If you check our injury list, it's the guys from 2019, 2023. Most of them. I mean, Kwafa. Now, Eben Kulisi, they say they got injured in training the day before. So, is it not a thing that Marx? Is it not a thing that these guys are getting too old to handle the game?
Yeah, but
And it's now a thing that Russ is pulling now strings to get the young guys in now, because the time is not there for you. Don't have a 2 year, 3 year before World Cup. You have a couple of months now. Do you guys feel that of the same? Like I'm thinking, the guys' age are showing now. They can't run around with the young box now coming in and perform the same way. There was a thing I saw when they did the fitness that Paul de Villiers just outperformed everybody in the team. The young guys are they're hungry, they can still perform at that level, much more fitter. If I always say a fit player is not don't get injured. Usually your injured players are the ones that's not fit. Uh, is that a warning sign for us? Should we be worried?
No, I think it should be fine. Look, the hope is though that again sentimentality doesn't come in, because that's where you'll have problems. Where it's like, one last hurrah with these guys and what. If the view is actually, yeah, some of these guys I know can't give me 80 minutes. So if I use them, I know what I can get out of them. And so, you use them intelligently, which I'm pretty sure Rusty will do, then it's fine. And there's some guys as well where, put it this way. Faf seemed to be on the decline. Rusty stopped picking him. Faf had an excellent game, on that weekend of the Barbarians game, and suddenly it's like, oh, we should be looking at Faf again. No, we probably shouldn't. But let's see, because now at least he's got that option of, if I need to bring him in, sure, I can.
Yeah, because now 10 changes to the team. We know two of them is forced injuries, apparent
Mm.
injuries with Kulisi and Etzebeth. Uh, it, are we thinking that Russia is not taking Scotland serious or the Nations Cup serious? That is maybe getting the new guys in, building new
Common.
combinations, experimenting for the World Cup, or is
Mm.
it like desperate times for calls for desperate measures?
Um, I don't think Russia is worried. To be honest with you, he is, like I said, he's testing the waters. And he's trying, look, he's going to be one of the that's he's going to bring it for the World Cup. It's on the cards. You can see it. Mostly in the forward. Um, so I think he's picking it out slowly. Uh, maybe not 100% for next year, but definitely for 2031. I think that's basically what he's doing. He's thinking ahead, eh? That's how this guy works.
Mm.
He's thinking ahead. I think he's planning for the next World Cup already. That's what I
Yeah,
think.
which is a really good idea. I feel
Mhm.
because you rotate now. Because look, you can, and he even said, for now they're not looking for bonus points in that. The key thing is winning. But
Yes.
first game they got the bonus points. So let's see what happens in the upcoming games. But I think it's a smart move to, like now's the time to get in new talent. You can't, World Cup year, suddenly you're wanting to be like, okay, let's give a few more debuts and that. Like, nope, that time is past already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
that
for
ship
me,
has sailed.
is anything else?
I say that ship has sailed.
Uh-huh.
I think also he's trying to see where the players are fitting in for the next World
Yeah.
Cup. That's why he's doing this. I can guarantee you, if Marx is still there, if he doesn't say he's not interested, he'll pick Marx for next year. Uh, I have to say, Marx had a good game. Marx had really a good game.
Yeah.
Uh, he was actually keeping up with the youngsters. I would have thought that he's gonna, because they're playing in Japan, it's not a fast, it's a slow game. I was quite impressed. He actually kept up with the youngsters.
Mm.
He did. So yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be easy to see. Peter, waar's jy, bro?
Nee, ek is hier so, Choma.
Jy moet praat, jong. Ons hoor jou nie. Ons dalk nie besig om ons dalk nie slaap daar.
I like the way you guys are talking. It sounds so good. I'm just listening. Can you hear me?
Ja, ons kan jou
Yeah.
Don't
hoor.
worry, Peter.
Ons kan jou hoor. Ons kan jou hoor.
No, I'm not sleepy, guys. No, you guys sounds like professionals, so I love that. So I'm just sitting back and recording, and then one day when you say something and no, it's not true, then I just play the replay for you guys. I'm joking. No, it's nice to listen now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of young guys that are going to put their hands up because they know top of the, even at locks and stuff like that, If you go back, what's it called? Elizabeth, I don't think he's going to be there next year, to be honest. If it takes those, I don't think so. Some of these young guys are going to put their hands up, and I'm glad about that.
Yeah.
Because if you
Yeah.
get some injuries and what, or something, you got this guys, you got the backup to come in, and you know they're going to do the job for you, and that's excited. So yeah, now I'm loving these young guys coming into the team and so on. I'm glad for them because you can't wait to build a team. You have to build between one World Cup to another World Cup. You have to start building there, not like few months before a World Cup, and now I want to start to build another team. No, I'm glad what Russia is doing. I think it's about another year before the next World Cup is started. Very excited.
Yeah.
I just got a question now. It's not in the box of the Lions. Who's that new player that we bought now?
Kasende.
Yeah,
Dan
when?
Kasende. So he recently played for the Ospreys. He went to them from the Cheetahs first on loan, and then they offered him a permanent contract. Before that, played for the Griquas and for Wits as well, actually. So yeah, came through Lions country, and then went to I want to say Griquas and Pumas as well for a bit, and then Cheetahs, and then Ospreys.
Yeah, it's a pity we lost Mafura. Because him and
Yeah.
Mafura, they were dangerous at the Cheetahs. Kasende and Mafura together.
Exactly. So that was actually my thinking even before we lost Mafura. Was like, you know what, it would be great to get them back as a team.
You know, I'm more excited about Kasende than I am about Chamberlain, for sure. I don't that's my own opinion. I don't rate Chamberlain.
Okay, but
Yeah.
my question
I
is
liked
now.
him.
Yeah, me
I
too.
liked him the game time he got. But unfortunately, Kerwin Bosch cost him a lot at the Sharks with the Chamberlain those days.
Mm.
Yeah.
My
So
question is his age. He's 31 now, eh? Is that correct?
27. Well, wait, hang on. Who? Kasende or Chamberlain?
No, Kasende is 31, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
31. I think Chamberlain is 27.
Yeah.
So you can maybe still help that guy, give him a few smacks, maybe let him run a few laps. You can maybe get him straight. But now, for me, at the end of the day, is where is he going to play? Kasende, where is he going to play? Fullback? Because he's a fullback, isn't he?
He's a wing and fullback. So I was thinking about that as well. As like, are we going to have him play more at fullback? Because we've got 4, maybe 5 wings, who've got URC experience for us. So unless the plan is to shift someone else or let someone else go, I would say, we should probably use him at 15, but we haven't actually seen him that much at 15. I think for any of the teams he's played for.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. I've not seen this guy play that much. That's why I'm a bit worried, because at the end of the day is you're paying a lot of money. Look, I just for me at the end of the day is, and I'm gonna stick to it. I'd rather use young guys, bring them through. If we lose games, you can say these guys are busy picking up, how to play the game. But now you bring the old guys in, and if they not perform, for me, number one is, and I know Niels, he's your favorite, but sorry, Davis is not. He needs to go. Are they going to replace? Are they going to replace Davis? Because if they do, and if he's good, I'll bite the bullet. But the end of the day is we can't buy players that I don't know. These guys, they need to fall in with our pattern. And for me, these players are jump through the hoops and jump through other clubs. It's a little bit worrying, eh?
Yeah, I think though the good thing here is, much as he's kind of had a bit of a journeyman career, we can say the same with Mafura, and Mafura actually did well for us when we had him. So my thing is, if we're getting guys in, we need to use them, because otherwise, it's pointless bringing someone in and then they just, they never feature. It is a risk as well buying a wing in their 30s, because is he going to start slowing down? Is he going to be more injury prone? But at the same time, he's got that URC experience, and if he's able to play 15, fantastic, because then we've got that versatility.
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared. It's a lot of money they're putting out. But let's see. Look, at the end of the day, like I said as well, as I said to Peter as well, at the end of the day, we have to see what these guys are going to do. But for me, my worry is, you bring in these guys and they don't perform. That's my worry. That's stressful. No,
Yeah.
I can think.
Help,
Yeah.
help me
Sorry,
out.
Niels. Ek
Ma-
wil jy nie ou kan nie afval nie, maar hy moet terugkom Kaap toe, hoor. Hulle moet maar hier vir die Boland kom speel, hoor. Dink Boland sal dit op te plek.
Guys, help
Sy
me out.
maale bly nog hier, hoor. Sy maale bly nog hierso. So hulle staan Otri, so hy kan hier Wellington kom bly vir Boland speel.
Before Raps left the Cheetahs, didn't he play with Kasende as well?
I think he would have, yes.
Yeah.
Ja, dit ja.
Yeah. So at least
So,
if we
yeah.
put him on wing and we choose Raps, but are we going to see Raps play? That's the main thing. Is he going to play Curry Cup? Because URC, I doubt that Raps is going to play URC.
Mm. I would like to see him play URC. It's a weird one for me where I'm like, we can use him a bit in Curry Cup to get him back to form, but we can also maybe use that as a sink or swim, and just be like, look, show us you've still got it. Otherwise, we might have to look elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Mm.
It's gonna be
Job
interesting. Very
Bela,
interesting.
is he still on the books?
He's going to France.
He's
Oh, he's
gone.
going to France. Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which really is unfortunate, but look, happy for him, and if he's going to, if he's going to get good game time and good money there, then so be it. But yeah, just feels again, it feels weird where he had so few caps for us, and it's like, okay, but then why did we get him? Yeah. So look, my hope is as well, even with Chamberlain. Working with someone like Mornestein should be helpful to him. I guess the question now is, for example, well, like when does he arrive? Because English season is over and that, and he's been, he definitely was let go by Newcastle. So, are we going to see him in the Curry Cup, or is it a case of, we're going to just save him for URC? What are we going to do?
I agree with you, Moya. They need to put these guys in the Curry Cup to see what they can do and what they can't do.
Yeah.
And I think on the end of the day, I agree with you, because you're buying these players, you don't know what they can do, what they can't do, and you try them in the URC, and then they can maybe just cost you points on the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I agree with you there.
The other side of the
like it.
blade. Praat maar, Wim.
Sorry, Niels. I like Sam Francis. He's young. I should give him a run in the Curry Cup. Okay, maybe one game, say Francis, the next game Chamberlain, see who's the best. But I like Sam Francis.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I wanted to say, that knife has two sides. You get players that they hop from one union to another union because their style of play does not suit that union. So they go elsewhere, until they get to a place where they have that freedom or that suits their play much better. There's a lot of guys, we call them lions, that came from the Blue Bulls and stuff, that was outcast there, um, and became one of our pivotal players, some of our pivotal players. So maybe Kasende will find his home here.
Yeah.
Buta Chamberlain, maybe himself.
Yeah.
You never know.
Because let's remember Chris Smith. When he came through, did we not have doubts?
I still got doubts, Moyo. I just don't say it loudly, that's all.
No, fair enough. Yeah. So
At least he's not volatile.
Yeah.
No, very true.
No, shame. Like I feel so bad for the young man. He, like more and more it seems like he should probably retire because it's consistent knee injuries, and it's like that's yeah, that's not helpful to the cause at all.
No, it's not.
The same thing with Swanepoel, now the Cheetahs. Um, plays one game, sits out 4 games, play one game, sits out 6 games.
Yeah,
Same thing.
yeah.
How old is he?
Swanepoel.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now. Hold on.
If I would guess,
Tian
26,
Swanepoel.
27.
Yeah.
30.
Tian Swanepoel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we can't. I thought maybe we could, give him some lunch money. But no. You see, that's a little bit. It's almost retirement.
I mean, the thing is, if he stayed healthy, he could be an asset to us. And like, I kind of like what Francois Strain's trying to do at the Cheetahs, because if you look at their back line when everyone's healthy, he can kick like 50 plus meters. What's his name? He played for, he was on our books. We basically didn't use him. Also plays 10, 12, 15. No, the name's gone. But
I know
It's
you
not
talk
made.
about Moya. Yes, yes.
Rensburg.
yeah.
No. It's not for Rensburg.
No.
No, now you talking about Moya. I can't get his name. I also asked him,
No,
is he
he
gone or
was
is he
from-
still?
You talk about Louis van Rensburg.
Sorry, who?
Who?
Van Rensburg.
No. I
No,
think
no.
Moya is talking about he came from Griquas, original. What's his
Yeah.
surname?
Yes.
Because
But
if I
there's an
remember right,
Italian player that is also now with the Cheetahs.
yeah, we signed him. Basically, didn't use him, and then and now he's at the Cheetahs. Find the name. It's always when you're looking, but
I know you're talking about. I know. We spoke about it with a few podcasts back, Moya. I know you're talking about. I'm seeing
yeah,
his name. I can't get his name. I see his face. I know you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah.
that's a guy that.
It's not Molente. It's not James Molente.
No, he's in Japan.
He's in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sorry, I'm looking at the Cheetah site to try find him, and I'm not seeing him.
It's not the Plessis.
What position is this player? Fly half.
Fly
and
half,
center.
12 and
15.
and 15. Yeah.
Is it not that van Rensburg? Louis van Rensburg or something?
No. I've seen the guy's face, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's with the Cheetahs now.
Yeah.
He's playing with Cheetahs. Oh, damn it, I'll get the name. Oh, shucks. I know you're talking about Moya. I'm absolutely talking about.
Can you guys hear me?
Ja,
Ja,
Ja.
Pieter.
dis nie van Rensburg nie, Pieter.
Nee, is nie van Rensburg nie.
Yeah, it's gonna bug me, but okay. But look, they've also got Jaco van der Walt. They've also got is it Ethan Lawrence, who does like he can kick a long way as well.
Yes.
So he's put together a whole lot of guys who can do a lot of massive kicking, which is great. Like. As a plan, they've got Makaze as well, who played for UCT, who does a lot of kicking. So yeah, they've got options there. It was the moral of the story.
Yeah, they've got
Xander Duplessis. Who said Duplessis? You're right, Xander Duplessis. That's it.
Oh, Xander
Dat
Duplessis.
is Plessis, ja.
Yeah.
Dat is Plessis. That's it.
Oh, that was gonna bug me the whole night. I can promise you.
That you got it, yeah, Xander Duplessis.
Ah.
Yeah, we played him on center a couple of games. if I
Yes.
Yeah.
remember correctly.
That's correct,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So and look, it's I think sometimes with these things, like guys can get the right opportunity and it'll work for them. Other times, maybe not. And I suppose also at the time he was with us, he had Berger Udendal and then Marius Lowe and now Bronson Mills, and Renat Jonker, and the list goes on in terms of people playing ahead of him. So look, it would have been good to give him a run, and I think that's also where we need to utilize Curry Cup and the Under 23 competition, really, especially where we can have a couple of senior players in there to really work out our squad depth.
Yeah, look, I think at the end of the day, look, we just speak about it. We need speed, at least one or two. You guys said you've got it. Look, it's not. We have to see what we've got. How many players did we?
Sorry, how many players do we?
How many players did we actually bring in now? The new players. They said there was something like 5, but I only saw 2 so long. Who's the other 3?
So it's Hiron Andrews. It
Bone.
is who?
Bone Venter is
Oh yes,
Galen.
yeah.
Both winter.
Uh-huh. It's Assad Moos, the scrum half. It's Butcher
Yeah,
Chamberlain, and now Daniel Cassende.
yeah, it's 5.
But we've got enough scrum halves. Why are we taking so many scrum halves?
So I was thinking about that, and I got quite worried because I'm like, does it mean we're losing? But I think here's the thing: probably. But at the very least, we have 3 guys who have been called up to the box setup. It's a good insurance policy to make sure we've got guys. Leighton Horn and Silius from our juniors are coming up, but I think
I like Julius. I think that guy is going to make it big.
Yeah.
Yeah, the attitude. That you saw that guy's attitude on the field. He takes on everyone and he talks a lot. Even the one commentator was saying, this guy is so small and he's taking on the big guys. He said he's got a big heart and a big future in front of him. And he's playing.
Yeah.
He's not pulling around. He's seriously playing. With that fullback, what is his name? Felix.
Yes.
2 guys, I think, is going to make it huge. Even today, I saw Adams. That guy is, when he's got the ball, he get 2-3 players to come to him.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a problem for the opponents.
Oh,
Because you can have
Wales.
caps. If that guy's that guy's got skill, and he can pull 2-3 guys to him and get the ball away. You're going to see a lot of tries and things. And he's playing. I saw today. I was like, I hope not second half he fall out with knee, but he was playing and they keep him busy and he was the whole time. He was there.
Now, my question is, we got all these nice players for the youngsters that's coming through. Are they going to stay with us? Are they going to...
I think
that's my worry. We
give
got
them
all these
contract
good
for 5
players
years.
coming through. Are they going to stay or are they going to leave?
That's a big problem.
Yeah, I mean, look, likely a bit of a mixed bag, right? Because, look, we unfortunately can't keep everyone. And especially where some guys might be impatient and maybe get either a big offer or, someone saying, hey, listen, you'll get game time immediately if you come through. And so they'll go. Others might stay the course and they'll do well. So for example, Ethan Adams will likely URC this coming season, and we'll see how he does. But if we ease him in like we did with Pete, I think my hope is that he'll understand. because I will tell you what, much as he did well today, Wales kind of showed, he got held up over the line, I think, 3 times.
Yes, yeah.
He played well, yes, but there is a solution to him. And I think it's that where he needs, recognizing that is going to be an important thing. And then just also, like you were saying about gelling with the system, right?
Yeah.
He needs to gel with what our seniors are doing.
Yeah, very important, that one. Very important. Because you can't be, there's no I in team.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, I see it's almost 8:15.
Yeah.
I still want to ask your predictions versus Scotland, Box versus Scotland. What do you guys think? Last week I said 19 for the Box. I wanted to say 20 or 21. I should have done that. But at least it's almost there.
I think
This
I'll
week
go
I'm
20.
going more conservative. I think Box by 12.
No,
I'm saying Box by 5.
Box by,
No, you got
Box
stuck
by
by 5.
No, because let's remember, Scotland did beat Argentina. Like we're
Yeah.
not Argentina, fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think they'll be coming in with confidence, and that makes them a bit more dangerous.
Yeah, no, look, for me on the end, guys that wear dresses, Brul. I don't know. If you wear a dress, there's a problem somewhere. So, no, I'll go by 20.
All right.
25.
Box by 8.
Yes, Johan, jy's nog minder. Ja.
Ja.
En Niels, jy het gesê hoeveel? 10, hè?
I
12.
genuinely think Scotland is at the moment better than England.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thinking as well. That's what I'm thinking as well. They're going to be, and the way they play, Scotland is a type of, they can, from their, within their 22, they can give you an attack. And they can end that off. They can attack from anywhere on the field. So, yeah, and we see now with the Box, with the Barbarians game and now with the England game, once you go, you make the line straight, there is some weaknesses in the Box defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's 1 or 2 passes to a wing and you got trouble.
I don't know. I think we can control. I think the Boks are gonna. They're gonna. Remember now, this team has to actually play better because you're right. These guys are playing to stay, and if one makes a mistake, he's out. Then the next guy's coming in. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, I think one thing that also helps the Box cause is, Scotland would have had to have gone from Scotland to Argentina and now to South Africa. That's a lot of travel in a short space of time. I think whoever they've got next week as well will be probably feeling quite encouraged because, again, that is a lot of travel to have to do.
Yeah.
No, I think the Boks are gonna have it. If they don't fall asleep in front of the steering wheel, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off now.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Sleep
You
well.
guys have a nice
Thank you.
evening.
Yeah, you guys too.
Have a nice week.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy your week.
Cool. You too. Bye-bye.
Cheers,
Bye-bye,
cheers.
guys.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
I'm going to do the poll right
Cheers.
now.
Okay.
Good.
After I
Alright.
save the recording. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Cheers,
Bye.
Cheers,
Bye.
guys. Bye.